Hey YouTube, this next diecast review will be on Conor Daly's 2020 US Air Force Chevrolet. This is an awesome looking car. Let me tell you something. This is probably arguably one of the best cars of the year. It's definitely going to be one of the most sought after cars. And solely because it is just freaking cool. Every year it seems like US Air Force and Conor Daly come together and they produce such wonderful liveries. The 2018 car was fantastic when he drove for Coyne and Dorson Burns, I think it was. Then last year with Andretti Autosport, I have funny memories of that car. So I was at Mid-Ohio last year and Conor Daly was just walking around. I didn't think he was going to be signing because he just drove for the ovals for the Carlin team. So I'm like, oh shit, nothing for him to sign. So luckily, my buddies over at Gutswear, out of all places, had a mobile store in the paddock area. So I go around the corner, I go to Steve, I'm like, give me the Conor Daly diecast. Pay the $9. I literally 2 minutes later walk around and he's still signing. I'm like, I just literally friggin' bought this car. So he signed that 164, boom. I think I still have it somewhere around here. I don't know where I put it, but I have it. But now I got this car. Well, maybe if he's surprisingly signing him in Ohio again this year, maybe I'll swing by his shop. Swing by the shop again. But yeah, this car is based off one of the fighter jets. The fighter jet was originated in 1947. That's why you have the 47 on this car. And let me tell you, it's based off that particular fighter jet. I don't know what the hell which one it was, but they showed it on camera. They showed it in the photo shoot. It looked absolutely fabulous with the car itself. Keep in mind, these cars are like, Mel Kenyon once told me that these cars are rolling airplanes. Because I had a discussion with him about how the old days at the 500 were, and he said, yeah, those were days before they became airplanes. And these cars are like fighter jets. They really are. They're modern science projects. So anyways, the box design's got carbon fiber design on it. And it's got the signature, got the color of the livery itself. It's pretty identical. I don't think it's a direct match. The car is a little bit lighter than what's on the packaging itself. And of course, got NCT IndyCar Series. Pay no attention to the schedule whatsoever. There's the number on the car. Here she is. It's all the copyright crap. And there we go. Let's see here. Oh, by the way, try not to laugh at that price tag. Very popular sex position. So let's take this thing out of its box and begin the diecast review of the Conor Daly US Air Force car. I had to do a little research on this car before I picked it out here. And there was one bone I had to pick with it. But if you see this, don't be alarmed. Your diecast, to me, it looks like it's not screwed up. Because on the 164, it's supposed to have the Firestone Firehawk tires. That's a screw up. It's supposed to have that on there. But the 118, I noticed that the Firestone 500 Indy 500 tires, this one, including the Elio too, it has that too. The left sides, or the outsides rather, on the left sides are white, and the right sides are red. And I'm thinking to myself, that didn't look right originally. That really kind of threw me off. The pattern gave me a little bit of OCD almost. But I pulled up one of my images from last year's 500. And let's pull up Newgarden here. That indeed, the tires are white and red. That is something I did not notice. Till now, just recently. That's a pretty good photo of him pulling out of the pits there. Must say so myself. But, yeah. If you notice that too, just remember this review and just remember that it's probably correct. But props for accuracy on that one. I didn't notice that until I just pulled out this car. And I was looking at it for 5 minutes. I had to go pull out all my old cars, and I'm like, wait a minute, this doesn't look right. We got this car out, and let me tell you something. You can see all in its beauty right here. It is a freaking beautiful car. One of the coolest paint jobs of the year. And I recommend this to any Conor Daly fan. I mean, the whole entire state of Indiana is definitely gonna want to purchase this car. And I don't blame them. This is a really cool car. You know, I purchased this myself off of IMS. I purchased it off IMS thinking it was in stock. But it wasn't, and they literally shipped it to me the other day, and they came here. So I got this car right here. And one thing I love about it is the fluorescent orange. The orange just really pops out on this thing. It's a real vibrant orange. Beautiful orange. It's attractive. It really is. The whole car itself is pretty much orange. It's based off the fighter jet. The whole fighter jet was orange, so therefore the whole car is orange. The only thing that's not orange on the car is the front wing where the US Air Force logo is. That, of course, is colored black. And, of course, on the sponsors, you got Dallara, Ed Carpenter Racing, NTT IndyCar Series, AutoGeek, US Air Force, Chevrolet 47, US Air Force, Firestone. On the left-hand side, you got Air Force, you got Sonax, got Firestone Indy 500 tires. You got the US Air Force logo. Got the bunch of little sponsors here. Let's see if we can read those. Overton Industries, Sherwin-Williams, Sparco, Bell, R&E Mechanics Wear, and Lincoln Welders. Yes, that is. Got AutoGeek, P1 Award, NTT Firestone. You got Chevrolet. You got Speedway. You got Conor Daly. Got the number 47. Got NTT IndyCar Series. You got Chevrolet. And, of course, probably Greenlight knew about this car way before any of us knew because there's no name on there. There's no name on the car. Got number 47. Aim high. Back of the car with all the cute little bells and whistles on it. I love how detailed some of these cars are. I mean, for a close casting car, this is pretty well detailed for nothing that opens up. And the side's the same as the left. So like I mentioned earlier, this car is all orange. It is based off of the fighter jet that the car is originated from, and this thing's gonna be like a bullet at the 500. I mean, you put an Ed Carpenter Racing setup and put Conor Daly as a driver. Conor Daly is a very talented driver. He's so underrated. I mean, he's had performances in Carlin Racing that far outweigh Max Chilton's performances. Not that Max Chilton's not a bad driver. I'm just saying, Conor Daly's a real talented racer here. So I think, put him in Ed Carpenter setup. I'm willing to bet the ranch, and this is something that I'm gonna predict. I think he'll be on the front row come the month of August when we're on the 500. This car is going to be fast. It's going to be sleek, and I think that we're going to see Daly right near the front come race day. And here's a 360 view of the car. Here's the left side. Here's the front. There's the right side. There's the back of the car. And, oops, we won't do that. There's the top. This is production number 43. Same production number as my Elio. Here we go. Comment, like, and subscribe. This is Race H. I'm reminding you to join the fight to stop bullying. It does get better. Diecast Kid is always happy to see you.